Hello everyone, welcome to Chef Shelley's Kitchen. So I have a real treat today, and when I say treat, I mean a goodie, a sweetie, but something on the healthy side. And I want to first of all start out by giving credit to the inspiration. My coworker Al, he facilitated this amazing session not long ago, helping us as facilitators to be more conscientious of our various learner styles and making sure that we produce content that address those learners. And as a nice little token, he actually brought us these chocolate covered pecans. Now, I love pecans. And I mean, you can see, I buy this large bag because this is kind of like my go-to. And because I'm also trying to watch my sugar, I've tried to find some ways of getting a little bit of sugar, but maybe the healthy version of whatever it is. So when I tried these chocolate covered pecans, I was just amazed and in love. So I wanted to show you how I prepare them, which is slightly different from my coworker Al. And then I also want to offer up maybe some other ideas. Let's say, for example, if you're on Whole30 and you're trying to have zero sugar, because the sugar that the cocoa that I'm going to recommend, and I can just show it to you now, it's actually the Ghirardelli. And you can buy this in most grocery stores. This is the 60% cocoa. So it's absolutely delicious. Go the higher, go the dark chocolate versus doing milk chocolate. So I thought, okay, I'm going to try this, and so we'll talk about that. Now, if you're doing something like keto or Whole30 and you can't have sugar at all, what you can do is you can buy the cocoa 100% no sugar. So you can get that in the grocery store as well. Just look for 100%. And then the way you can sweeten that and be in compliance is you can take some dates. Get some pitted dates. I'm going to say probably about, if you're going to use this size recipe, I would say about 6 or 7. You're going to boil the dates in a little bit of water until they get soft. And then you put it in your blender after they're soft so that you can really make it mushy, okay? And then what I would say, you can put it in a food processor. Then you're going to mix that with coconut milk, and you're going to mix that with, and you actually can put the dates in the coconut milk and let them cook together, quite honestly. There's an episode that I have out there kind of using some of that. So, but that's the way you can do it with Whole30 or again, keto, again, where there's no sugar. So 100% cocoa, use your dates to sweeten it, use your coconut milk, and then that produces your chocolate. So that's all about your chocolate. And then you're good on the pecans because both of those actually have pecans as a nut that you can use. But for purposes of today, so that's the keto version, Whole30 version. We're going to do kind of, a streamlined version as well. It's so simple, it's ridiculous. So basically what I have here is a cup of those, the 60% cocoa. I'm going to go on now and put it in the microwave. So excuse the back as I put it in there because I actually want this to run while we're talking. So I'm going to put it on for a minute. And then what's going to happen in that minute, it's going to soften. And you're going to notice I did have a glass container. I wouldn't put it in plastic because we still need it to actually maintain some of the heat, and the plastic doesn't do it as well, so make sure it's a glass container. But what's going to happen is once it comes out after that minute, you'll still see some of the chips, and all you have to do, and we'll be doing it, is taking a knife and just stirring it, and it continues to melt. All right, don't go over a minute for a cup because then I think you're going to ruin the chocolate. So once that's done, what we're going to do is I'm going to take the pecans and I'm going to put a cup of pecans. So we have a cup already of the chocolate. We're gonna pour a cup of the pecans in the jar and stir it. So here we go. And as you can see, as I said, you can still see some of the chocolate. I've done this enough time because I like eat this stuff. This is like my only little sweet treat. So if I've done my exercise and I've done all the things that I'm supposed to do and I want a little treat, then this is what I use. So you just need to continue stirring it until it melts all the way, and it will, I promise you. Don't put it in plastic, put it in glass, and it will continue to melt. So then once I see that's completely melted, I'm gonna just pour my pecans right into this container and just make sure it's coated all the way so everything kind of stays contained. And then I'm gonna put them on this plate. Notice I have wax paper on top of my plate, and that's gonna be important for us because we're gonna put this in the refrigerator for 20 minutes, and we need that to be on there, okay? All right, so I'm gonna go on and add my pecans, like so. So I'm adding just about a cup. So I know it's that because the top here is 2 cups, right? And what I normally find is I usually have a little chocolate left at the bottom, and so then I just add some more pecans until I've used up all of the chocolate. So you're just gonna stir it. You just keep stirring it. You can use a spoon if you want. I just try to minimize the dishes and the mess. So I'm just going to just continue stirring using this knife, and I can see there's so much chocolate still left on the bottom. Again, you just keep stirring until you can see that it is completely covered. Now, what's gonna happen, and I'm gonna go on and put this, well, I'm gonna add a couple more on the side over here because I can tell that I still have enough chocolate left. Again, just be patient with it. Just keep stirring it because there's chocolate on the bottom. Okay. And again, you know, I think any kind of diet or, you know, cleanse that you go on, you know, in order to maintain it over a longer period of time, you really do have to have some times when you can have something that you enjoy eating. So this is kind of my sweet treat. I've often told you in other episodes that it's important when you're doing like a carb or sugar or something that you combine it with a protein. So we're batting 1,000 here. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna simply spread this onto my wax paper like so, and it's on my plate. Okay, and again, I can look and I can see, oh, there's still more chocolate left. So you know what's coming. I'm gonna go back, and you're probably saying, well, they're clumpy. Why do you have it all together? Well, and I'm gonna add some more. You're gonna spread it out because once this solidifies, then because you have it on the wax paper, we're gonna be able to break it up. So you're not trying, it's like pecan clusters, okay? Chocolate covered pecan clusters. That's what I'm gonna call it. Okay. All right, so I'm going to actually add some more pecans because I still have enough chocolate in here. But always start, you know, with that cup. It looks like I have another one. I'm gonna cheat. Okay, so I love these. And this chocolate is not cheap either, so I want to make sure I use every drop. None of this goes to waste, I assure you. I think many of you probably know me by now if you've tuned in enough that, you know, I like to save my money. Okay. I'm going to keep stirring. So that was really, it almost, I added almost another cup. So, but this is so easy. One of the things that my friend Al says, or my coworker Al says, is that he makes these and gives these away as Christmas gifts. A lot of my friends and family know, and my church family knows, that I normally give away cookies for Christmas. So I guess we're going to have to add this to the list as well. So I'm going to just pour the rest of these in here. Again, I'm getting every single drop, and it looks like I did get a little bit. So try to keep it on your plate. And again, it's no problem that it's stacked, because we're going to be breaking them apart anyway. Okay? All right, so this is good to go now. I'm going to take this. This is covered nicely. I'm going to give you a little look, like so, on the plate. What we're going to do now is we're going to put it in the refrigerator for 20 minutes, and then these will be ready. Okay, so let's put them in the refrigerator. Okay, so we're back, and as I said, leave it in your refrigerator for at least 20 minutes, and basically you're going to get this hardened glob of chocolate and pecans. Now, one of the things I like to do, actually, I found these amazing containers. These are glass containers by Pro Glass. One of the reasons why I love these so much, they come in a lot of great sizes, and they sit like right inside of one another. So they're great for stacking, but also when I put stuff in, and then I want to microwave it, because I won't microwave plastic. I can easily microwave it, but then it also has these great lids. So I found this to be kind of my go-to package when I'm storing something either hot or cold that I want to warm up. So I'm going to put them in here. I need about this size to fit this. And you know, I just put it on the side and nibble on it, or I can put it in my pantry. If you're interested in these, there's a link so you'll know what the name is in the comment section. So you've got now this stack, it's hardened, and all you do is you let the wax paper be your friend, and you're just gonna like bend them and crunch them. And you're just breaking them apart like so. Okay, you can see how I'm doing them. And then what I do, and what's gonna happen is you're gonna have some residual chocolate. I just pour that in there and I eat that as well. But again, it's all hard now. And here are your clusters. So I love it, I love it, I love it. So let's get rid of the ones we have so far. I'm gonna just lift this up, kind of pour it in, like so. And then I can break them a little bit more as necessary. Again, as I said, you're going to have a little bit, let's get this out of here. You're going to have a little bit of chocolate left, so you can pour that in there as well. I eat everything, especially something as good as this. So again, you're going to have big pieces like this. Just go, break them up, and voila. You have this nice treat, dark chocolate, which is healthy, good for you. Again, you know, eat it in moderation. That's what I would say. So here's your nice little treat. Let me just kind of clean this up a little bit so you can see it. I'll put it up to the camera. I'm acting like my dad now. Remember, he's the big time cleaner. He's got to clean everything before he moves forward. Okay. So here is this wonderful treat. You can, you know, just depending upon what size you want, just a little piece, and let's take a bite. I love it, love it, love it. And what I'll do is I'll just have a piece here or there. But again, a healthy treat, something really easy. These will be Christmas gifts for sure. Maybe a little Valentine's gift. Again, with my little handy dandy container, I just seal it. Voila! There you go. So once again, thank you so much for tuning in. So glad I was able to share this little treat with you. Thank you, Al, if you're watching, for bringing in your amazing chocolate-covered pecans and for giving me the idea of being able to do this on the show. Thanks again, everyone. Remember, subscribe if you haven't. All you have to do is click the little circle with my picture in it. Love to be able to come to you every other week with a new episode of something simple, delicious, and healthier. Thanks again. Bye-bye.